I feel like this fight should have happened 2 years ago.
Well, I think you're right. And I think it would have been a more competitive fight 2 years ago.
Oh, so what are you saying?
Well, just being honest, talk and saying you're going to do something is great. Doesn't mean a damn thing. And if you start looking at the previous performances of Tyron, he's a different fighter now. He's not the same. And that happens. That's just the way it is. Colby Covington is a guy that puts pressure. He comes at you. He can wrestle with Woodley. And I know Woodley says he's going to let his hands go. And I'm not buying into that program. I just don't see it happening. I think he's going to wait because it's part of who he is now. And when you start losing, you start becoming concerned about getting that next loss, and you wait and you're trying to land that perfect shot, and the perfect shot that you never throw will never land.
Yeah, he's got to pull the trigger. He's got the speed to land. He's got the power to knock Colby the fuck out.
Absolutely.
And
he does.
If he does it, and here's the thing is I think he needs to really take the approach like he's been talking about, I'm going to let my hands go. He needs to take the approach that this is only a 2-round fight. Just go out there and let it all hang out. And if you don't, Colby's just going to basically take you down and hold you down for the next 3. So you're not going to take a lot of damage. You'll get, you'll take some shots on the ground.
Take some shots.
Yeah, but you're not, I don't think you're going to get finished. So it's Colby. I think T Wood, I think he needs to go out there and go for broke the first 2 rounds, see if he can get him out of there. Because after that,
okay,
if he waits, like you just said, you're never going to
be a 3-round fight.
What do you mean? No, I know it's 5. I know it's 5 rounds.
Oh, okay.
But I'm saying it, regardless if it's 3 or 5, he's got to go out there and act like it's only a 2-round fight because his speed and his power has shown it doesn't.
Diminishes.
It diminishes, especially the more he wrestles. And that's been the game plan on how to beat him for a long time.
Gonna
he's going to wrestle the fuck out of him.
Fuck
he's going to try and leg hump him the whole fucking fight. And he's going to get some shots in on the way. And as that happens, T Wood's going to be just trying to defend the takedown over and over and over again to the point where his hands won't be effective in the 3rd, 4th, and 5th round. So you might as well go out there and try and get him out of there in the first 2. That's just my advice because we've seen in the last couple fights, once he starts wrestling, the pop's not there, the speed's not there, and his hesitation is there. And that's the one thing you don't want when you have speed and power normally in your on your side. And he just hasn't been pulling the trigger. He's so afraid of someone, just not afraid, but he just knows he wants to defend the takedown. He doesn't want to be put on bottom. And you just got to start letting it go, man. Uppercut, right, left hook, right hand. Just do what you did when you fought Koscheck. Just get out there and
do what you did when you fought Lawler.
Yeah, let the hands go.
Gotta let them go.
And treat it like a 2-round fight. And because I know it's 5 rounds, but the more you put the pressure in your mind, like, if I don't get him out of here, I'm going to lose. Well, if you don't pull the trigger, you're going to lose too. So he's got to do that. I think, and the other thing, he's in shape for 38 years old. He's super fast.
Oh, dude, he's a stud.
He's a specimen, man. I got to tell you,
he's a stud. Full disclosure, I love Tyron. He is an awesome individual.
Yes.
Great human being, great family man. He just does everything right. May not be the greatest rapper in the world, just being honest. But
because you listen to rap music and you know how good it is.
Yeah, connoisseur here. And
yes.
Definitely a critic.
Yes.
But he's a great guy. I love him. But there's those stylistic matchups you look at, and this one at this point of his career, I just don't think it's a good matchup for him. I know that there's animosity there, but that sometimes can also work against you, because you want to do something and you want it to be so explosive and you want to do that damage to him that you're waiting for that perfect moment. That perfect moment it never happens. You make it happen. So we'll see.
I guess we will see. What
do you think? Who are you going with? Come on. Okay, there it is. Right.
Yeah,
Thank you very much.
You hit the nail on the head. You hit the nail on the head. That it's 38 years old. He's got to pull the trigger. If he pulls the trigger, I think I give him a better chance. Yeah. But it's just he's got to get it done. He's got to get that. He's got to get that fire back in him instead of just being worried about, am I going to get taken down? Am I going to, he seems like you said, he's waiting for that one shot, but then he never takes it. Those don't land.
Yeah, when he lost to Kamaru, you could see, in the end, he wasn't even in a position. He wasn't fighting to win a fight. He was fighting to survive the fight. Yeah. And then when he fought Gilbert Burns, he was pedaling, uphill from the very start of the fight.
But he dropped Gilbert in the very first part of it, right? He dropped Gil.
No, Gilbert dropped him.
That's right. Sorry.
What are you talking about?
I'm sorry. Yeah. I knew someone who went down in the first. Yeah. I was trying to remember if he was hit. Yeah. It's going to be a good fight, though. I think it'll be good for the first 2 rounds. I'm interested to see the lead up to this, like as far as like this week's press of the trash talking. This week's press of the trash talking and what's going on. It should be fun. I think once we get in there, it's going to be even more fun.
100% agree. Okay.